Yo, good morning. I watched some testimony about a fella. It's pretty good. I just pulled up here. The load got messed up. Timing messed up. Overslept. I started driving, heard this awesome testimony. A couple good brothers talking. Pulled up here. Got this biscuit, gravy, and eggs. Witness to the obviously homosexual fella making the biscuit and gravy. Acted like I didn't know. Just treated him like a regular person. Told the jokes. He made the plate. He said, "Can I get you anything else?" I said, "I'll take all the prayer I can get." He laughed. He said, "Come over here, I'll get you, to rig me up." When he said, "Come over here," I said, "Well, do I need to take off my hat or what?" And he laughed again, and told him some jokes. Then I started witnessing to him, and he was so nervous. He just kept opening them bags, getting them ready to put product in. Opening the bag, opening the bag. Anytime somebody walked by, his eyes would dart one way or the other. He was just squirming. And I'm just explaining to him how to witness to people. And I'm like, the point is to be a fisher of men and all this kind of stuff. And this guy's squirming. I tell him some stuff, and he's like super uncomfortable. And I said, I finally get done. Like, talk to this dude about Jesus in a overtly awkward manner. The other ladies around are like, they're kind of looking side to side. So I said, "So what do you think about this?" This dude has a stack of bags a foot off the counter. This dude doesn't open up the little t-shirt bags. He doesn't open up and fluffed it out and set it, opened up, fluffed it out and set it, and he's just like, and I'm like, well, in your witness, like, real good places are like customer service and at jailhouses, because you kind of have a captive audience, it's like, that was part of what I told him. Anyway, I said, "So what do you think about that?" He's like, "Have a good day." Store's dead. 5 other employees. They're not in a hurry to do nothing. It's not busy. He's like, "Well, I have things to do," or whatever. I said, "Hey, man, for real, where are you running from?" I said, "Do me a favor, would you?" He's like, "Sure." I said, "When it gets quiet, ask him to show you what you're running from." I'll leave it real anonymous. I want to have respect for the fella. I got a biscuit out of the deal. I used my points to pay for it too, so I really did get a biscuit out of the deal. But it hit me divine appointment. How the truck breaks down, the loads get messed up, the hardships at home. When I made it home, me and the wife had a major discussion about the Sabbath. And I'm just like, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. you know. And it's like, that's what we got to do. Yeah. I'm like, I got this ticket thing coming up, and I got to go on trial. And some other situations, and stuff is so expensive, and it's getting worse. And then I'm just like, we need God's favor. And I'm watching this testimony wherever like that on the way up here. And the guy says that he's not allowed to promote or whatever like that. You just let God do it. And I'm like, how much perfect timing went into the divine appointment of me talking to this fella in here. And for me to be who I am, to be the hands and feet, and then like the hardwired self, specifically appropriate. Anybody else in the world, I cannot think of anybody else that would have stood there and talked to that guy in truth and love. And he knew it was in truth and love. He was nervous because he knew the message was in truth and love. And I treated him like a dignified individual, not a, flaky homosexual, which he obviously was, had the tone of voice and apparel of a flaky homosexual. And, yeah. And that's happened a lot. I've talked to a lot of sinners. And like everybody's sinners. And like when I was locked up, like everybody was criminals. You know what I mean? So looking back and seeing how the Father molded me, you know what I mean? I'm just clay, right? So like, the potter molds the clay for certain things or whatever. So 2 days ago, I'm just like, I don't fit in anywhere. I do not fit in anywhere. I don't have a tribe. I don't have a group. I don't fit in my own home. I have multiple places that are home, and different individuals and groups at each place, and I don't fit in with any of them. And if I fit in with any of these YouTube people, any of these church denominations, any of these, orthodoxies, or the modern culture, I wouldn't be able to witness to that guy right there. I bought a sticker. I used to put the YHWH on the upper back glass of my pickup. And they quit making the stickers. I was like, man, that devil. Anyway, so I found this other sticker because it come off after a while, washing the truck. So I found this other sticker and it said, in the quiet moments, worship God. And I put that sticker up there where it used to say YHWH. And this is the second witness. But I had one other. And while I was in there, I could literally see that. You know what I mean? And this guy's squirming. So like anybody could see this dude was ready to run out the door to just get away. And it wasn't get away scared. It wasn't get away nervous. It was get away to cry. Because somebody was talking the truth and love. So let's be real clear about that. It was a powerful thing. Anyway, that sticker stuck out in my head. And I'm like, 3 years ago, in passing at some random place, I ended up with that sticker and put it on the truck because that YHWH had faded and peeled off. The glorious, awful, well, it's awe-inspiring and it's a fullness. I'm full of awe at the planning, the timing, and the ability of the Father to reach. And how we suffer hardship in that plan. And it's so worth it. It is so worth it. We forget so easily. It is so worth it to come out here and witness. All right, Rock Hill. Go get them.